Alrighty tighty, we better make some freaking custom nodes. Okay, so first thing we need to do is make the node assets. You know, let's just edit existing node assets and then just call it a day, right? So where can we find them? I'm going to be using the Andromeda engine. It's actually pretty goated and I really like it. The only reason why I use it sometimes, mostly because it has the classic charter. The Kate engine charter is pretty cool, but it's a little bit like laggy and slow and whatever. But let's make some custom nodes. Go into the flash files, scroll down. Let's go to node assets. Alrighty tighty. All right, let's go. Let's edit. We're gonna be making two types of nodes. We're gonna be making them HD Friday Night Funkin' HD Hurdy notes, where if you don't hit it, you die, or lose health or whatever. And we're gonna be also making the tricky notes, where if you do hit it, you lose a shitload of health. So here we go. All right, everything is named properly. So here, this is where we're gonna be making. This is gonna be our HD notes, you know. So let's name this notes on warning. Yeah, sure. All right, so let's edit these notes. Let's make these notes. Let's do like. Do like that. I don't feel like doing offsets, so I'm just going to make these notes just slightly invisible. Awesome. Let's just copy and paste that. Like so. Let's make this one like blue. All right, let's make these like very visible. So let's do yellow. Yellow. Let's make let's do like, I like this idea. Yeah, like the borders are like the color of the arrows or whatever. So that way you can at least see it, I guess. Yeah, let's keep making our custom notes. If you want like to edit the whole notes, you feel free to do that. Those can also work. All right. Oh, we forgot to edit the damn thing. All right, let's make this one green, a little bit darker so you can actually see it. And let's make this one red. Awesome. We have our custom notes. Now all we have to do is, you see these notes folders, select all of them, generate sprite sheet, and then boom, we have our notes, we have our custom notes. In reality, just to save space, the only assets you actually need to save, let's actually make like actual notes that we have to generate. So like notes. Oh, what? Are you serious? Actual notes. All right. The only ones we need are blue end, blue hold piece, green hold piece. Let's see, purple, and red. All those other ones are just for like these shits, but you don't really need those because, yeah. So let's shove all these shits in the folder we just made called actual notes. Hurry up. Am I not selecting? My ass. All right, cool. Awesome. Important shit. Let's just generate sprite sheet, and these are like our actual note warnings. So let's save that. Damn, you're gonna see a lot of spoiler shit. Just don't look at my shit. You're not gonna listen to me anyway, so it's whatever. Go to the shared images, Where you'll see note assets, that's where you do it. You'll save it right next to note assets, like note warning or something. And then you generate that sprite sheet. And then now let's make our tricky notes or whatever. Those should be relatively easy to do. In fact, I'm not even gonna spend all that much time on it. So here's an idea. They're gonna look like tabby, I guess. Yeah, I got it. Yeah. These are notes that you shouldn't hit, or they're also called mines in the rhythm game world, or at least I think they are. Maybe I'm just saying bullshit that I don't know anything about. All right, cool. We don't need them for hold notes. That wouldn't be too fair. Do the same shit we did before. Here, let's send me notes actual so I can actually see it this time. Yeah, okay. So blue, blue, doo doo, green, da da da. I'm holding control to select individual assets or whatever. Purple, 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 red, red, red. All those other shits, they're just for the strum line. You don't need those. Shove them in the notes actual. We have everything right. Cool. Select all these. Generate sprite sheet. Browse. We're gonna call these note danger. Alrighty, Teddy. We're gonna save this as, just in case if you want to edit it, we're gonna save this as notes danger. Right next to the notes danger. Awesome. Yeah, I just saved that. Now that we finally got our assets, we can now implement these notes. First thing you want to do is, hold on, let me close all this because I don't need this. Let me switch to my engine source folder, I guess. Let's see. Right here. There we go. All right. First thing we need to do is register these notes. These notes need to exist first. So go to the note.hx, and let's add a variable. We're going to be calling it public var note style. You could do note type. Nah, I like note style. Make it a string. Just title it normal, so that by default it'll be normal. Next, you'll want to go on this public function u. This is where it like creates the actual note shit. Oops. Scroll up. You scroll all the way here, right next to. You go all the way to the end, and then just type in like note style, and then string equals normal. Just do the same shit. Awesome. Now, what you want to do is go here, right under super, type in this note style. When you put this, you're referring to like the actual variables in the actual, object. So this note style, as referring to this note style, it equals that note style. Add a semicolon at the end. The one without the this one is in reference to the one in the one in the constructor, which is basically the new function is the constructor thing that constructs the shit. Now that we have this, let's go around here. This is switching the stage or whatever, but around like here where it like loads all the notes, do like switch note style, meaning it's going to do something based off of whatever note style it is. Make sure like when you make your notes, they're the exact same. They're exactly the same name. They're named exactly the same as the ones in the original notes. Make sure they're exactly the same because that shit's important. just so you can save yourself some shit. Now, what you want to do is, when you got that switch note style over here, you'll do case, meaning in case if the note style is, let's do warning, add a colon, then just say like style, or no, like path. Oh, okay, I can't do that. The path, yeah, equals note warning. See, what we're going to be doing here is just take the path, replace it with here. Now the path doesn't exist yet, so let's just make it here. So above the switch case, just put var the path equals string. By default, just make it no. By default, just make the path equal like note assets, because that's the original. Okay, so now we got the path equals note warning. Duplicate that. Now, in case if the note style is danger, then it's going to be looking for the danger notes. That's the one. These things, when you see these are actually like the path to the actual here, let's go here. The path to the actual node asset. So like when it does like paths, get spare atlas, the path, it'll like automatically look in whatever images folder and then look for node assets. It'll look for the first name, node assets, and then it'll just grab the PNG and XML and just mash them all together and do its shit. So this is really useful. So you have to name this like exactly what it is in the file, because that's what this is for. Awesome. Ooh, make sure you add your semicolons at the end. Alright. Then you press save. I probably should have saved it on like a separate folder, but it's whatever. When I use GitHub or whatever, it'll just clear and refresh all this shit anyway. And then under here you can just put like default, meaning like if it's none of whatever we specified, the path equals node assets. I mean, we got it right here, but it's whatever. It's whatever. You never know. So that way, when we specify when the game specifies what note style it is, it'll generate whatever note path. So like it'll get the frames, it'll get it from note danger if the note style is danger, and then boom. This is basically how you just implement the custom note graphic or whatever. Now that we've done that, we now want to go to the charting state. See, this is how we're going to be charting our custom note. Ooh, sorry. Add a variable like around up here, I guess. Title it note style, and then make that an integer. That's going to be important. You'll see. Equals 0. Another variable called styles. Make that an array, and then specify that it's a string array, meaning it's an array full of strings, and then just have that as an empty array, right? Or no, we're gonna be adding shit. Like, okay, so we have normal notes, we have warning notes, and we have danger notes. Remember, name them exactly as whatever the note style names are, so that way it'll load exactly the way. Save that. So now what we want to do is let's scroll. Let's have an indicator, right? Let's make like a little text to indicate what note we're charting for. because we're gonna add a feature where we're gonna, like, in the charting menu, you're gonna like toggle whatever note you're charting with. So let's make like a note type text. Make that an FLX text equals new FLX text. 0, 0. Yeah, let's just have it up there. Field width 0. Text. Let's do charting space. Or yeah, we're just gonna have it like that. And then make the size a bit big, like 32, I guess, or 16 maybe. No, 32. All right. And we don't need to add anything, so let's just subtract that. Okay. So now we have our node indicator. Now we're going to scroll around. We're going to look for add note. Not add note UI, add note. So this one, this function right here. Add a variable called note style. It's an empty string right now. Or when you add note, it's gonna by default make it a normal note. So name that normal note. And then over here, underscore song dot nodes dot current section dot section nodes, push. All right. So what over here is going to like push like a temporary note data. So basically, like it'll shove like data inside of an array. Before it's like a node object, it's just like an array of just like data that it'll just read off. So in this array right here, the first thing is note strum. So this is basically where the note is in the song. Note data, which is what type of note is it? Is it a left, up, right, down note? And note sus. It's just note sustain. Basically, how long the note is, like the sustain notes, like the long notes, the roll notes, the hold notes. We're gonna add another data called note style. We're adding the note style. This note style that we just added. We're adding that. And then that's how you add the note in the note charting thingy. And then we're gonna keep scrolling. We're gonna keep scrolling until we find something we need to do. All right, this is the very bottom where it like saves all its shit. You know where we put the note, the add note, right here? We need to change this, the quotes normal. We need to change it to we made a variable earlier called, and we made an array earlier called what is it called? Note style. No. We made an array called styles, right? In this array, we also made like an integer called note style. Put this so it doesn't try to read this note style. It reads like the note style we put above in the actual, you know. This will basically just like, you know how like this note style was an integer, right? Right here, so like 0. So when we say like styles note style or whatever, it'll basically get whatever number this is, whatever index this is in this styles array. So like say if style like note style was like 2, arrays would be like 0 base. So 0, 1, 2. That means it'll get the danger part of the styles array. If it's like 0, which is the first index, it'll get the first part, which is the normal notes. So that's basically how that shit will work. So note style, this will change and then it'll just grab whatever. Yeah, that's why I needed to do that. Okay. So yeah, change note style to change var note style in the add note. Change it to like styles. This note style. That'll grab whatever note style we specified. So right now it's 0, but we're going to be changing that. That's basically pretty much how you do it. Nope. Now we need to look for new notes. Look for anything that says new note. And now we found this. We found this over here around line 980 or whatever engine. You'll see it. If you just look for new notes, you'll find it. Duplicate this, change it to the style, and then just put it as 3 because this is our third index. The style was the third index of like our temporary note data. So you know how like our note data was like strum time, and then like note data, and then sustain, and then like our style. So the style will equal whatever note it's getting, but like the third index of whatever note data it's getting. So it'll just get this style right here. So we name it that. All right. Now in wherever it says new note, remember when we made the constructor, right? And at the end it said like that's where it'll specify the note style. Over here you're going to add that in there. So the last part is going to be, we're going to name it the style. Awesome. That's basically what we need. Look for another iteration of new notes. So sustain notes. All the way over here, we just add style or styles in brackets note style. Or just to be safe, type in this note style just to make sure it actually gets, just in case if we accidentally, yeah. Alright. Look for another iteration. Those are the only iterations, it seems. Those are the only times new note ever pops up. So now we are able to chart it, not exactly. We need to find the update function where you'll do all the keys and shit. Just type in update and then just do like, yeah, now you found the update function. This is where it'll handle all our key inputs and stuff. So, around, ooh, we should do something like this. So like under, I don't know if all engines have this because all engines are different. But around where you'll see like where the notes are specified. Let's duplicate. Let's add like if flxg keys just pressed. What key are we gonna set to change our or toggle our custom notes? We're gonna be using Z. So if keys just press equals Z, add those brackets. I just want to do this, but I like doing this. Then you can note or this note style, meaning like the note style we specified all the way above there. This note style will increase. That integer, the integer will increase, so it'll be like 1 or 2. Actually, if it's Z, it'll probably decrease since it's on the left. And just to be safe, so it doesn't crash, say like if the note style is less than 0, So if it's 0 already and we press Z and it like subtracts, if it's like less than 0, then make the note style equal however long the styles array is. So styles length minus 1. We do minus 1 because the length is it doesn't like say what the last index is. It literally counts how many shits are in the array. So if there's like one thing in the array, it'll say 1, but like that thing is like index of 0, so we just subtract 1. Because the length is basically just the last index plus 1, but yeah, so cool. Now we can toggle our notes right here, so it'll scroll towards the whole array. Duplicate that. Now the next one's probably going to be X. This is where we're going to be increasing the note style, so it'll like go through. It'll go up. Yeah. So now we want to say if the note style is greater than styles length minus 1, or we can actually just do like if note style equals the note length. So if it like equals basically the last index plus 1, which doesn't exist yet, we will make the note style 0, so it'll go all the way back to the very start. And then this is how you do the notes. So let's run this real quick. Yeah, you'll be able to see that we can chart the note. I actually forgot to add the text indicator, so you won't see it right now, but I guess we can just add it like right here. So like add, what do we name it? We named it like note type text. Add a semicolon. Boom, it's in there. We should be getting a couple errors because I did a lot of shit without compiling, so I probably like forgot a semicolon. Integers should be Boolean, so around line 709. Oh, right here. It needs to be double equals. Remember, single equal determines the equality. Double equals tests the equality. So you'll use the double equal sign in if statements to see if two things are equal, and you'll use like the single ones to determine something is equal. So we told note style equals 0, and this one says like is note style equal to the style length. So I don't think it's the last error we've ever did. We probably have like a bunch more. If we don't, that would be really weird because it usually takes like 3 or 4 errors to fix before it like properly compiles. So let's do our thing. Gotta make sure that I'm recording everything properly. Yes, everything seems to be according to good, according to plan. Compiling will take a long while, especially considering I'm recording right now and it takes a couple of my resources. We can actually close Adobe Animate. Let's just save these. We can actually close Adobe Animate and then not use it since we're not using it right now. Sometimes, oh, okay, cool. It is compiling. No errors yet, or no errors at all. Let's find out. Okay, cool, we have no errors. Once you start seeing all this shit, like if it says it's compiling group or whatever, you'll know that everything worked according to plan. Now, it's going to be caching the assets right now. So it'll take a while. I already compiled this before, so it shouldn't take too long. So the only thing the only assets it's compiling is like the notes we just added. Maybe I'll watch a funny meme on Instagram while I wait for this to compile. Maybe I'll watch some TikTok or something to pass the time. Ah, perfect. It's finished compiling, and in a couple of seconds, it should load up the game. Perfect. All right. Let's go into the game. Let's lower the volume because I don't like it too loud. All right. Now there's one more thing that we do have to do. Because right now we're not done. Right now we've only just implemented the note and implemented the ability to chart it. We haven't actually told the game what to do when it comes across these types of notes yet.
3, 2, 1.
So if we press 7, it might crash. No? Oh shoot, okay, so it did add. It's just up here. Might need to make like the make it like negative or make the scroll effect or whatever. But yeah, we added it, but I guess we didn't. I guess yeah. So let's see if these notes work. Whoops. Now if we add a note, you see it's a normal note. If we press X, woohoo, we got our danger notes. We can chart our danger notes. Can you believe that? Look at that, look at that. If we press X again to go to the other note, we can now chart our danger notes. Can you believe that? Now, you'll see something funky if we add these and then we chart the other notes. Now, if we run the game, you will notice that it will not show up because we haven't implemented it in the game yet. We haven't told the game what to do when it sees these notes in the chart. It's on bot play right now. So as you can see, they're normal notes, and it loads as normal notes. So yeah, as you can see, we were able to chart it. So that was pretty cool. Let me just do a little thing up here. Let's just move all this shit. Let's move this like back like I think 32 was too big, so let's make that 16. Move that all the way like 200 pixels, I guess. All right. And then just make the note type text scroll factor, set it to 0, 0. Yeah, so you can just do that, and that way it'll stay on the screen at the same position. So yeah. Anywho, now let's go to the play state, which is where we'll tell what to do with these notes. So if you search for generate song, you search for the function right here, private function. This is where it'll load. It'll change the BPM, load the vocals of the songs. Load the note data right here. Okay, this is where it creates all the notes. So you'll see we have the strum time, the note data. Let's add the note style, and we made it a string, and it equals song notes, the third index of the song note data. So now we go where it says new note, go on the side all the way. We don't type in the note style yet. We have to first specify that it's not being a charting note, meaning it's not being charted. Automatically it'll specify that it's false, so that's why you don't really need to type it in yourself. It'll just do it automatically, but we have to say it's false in order to get to this section to say that the note style is da note style, which is what we specified up here, the note style. Awesome. We also have to do it for the hold notes, in case if you want to do that. And they should be over here, right here. For the sustain notes, do the same stuff, false, and then the note style. Now if you type in new note, and then try to find absolutely, I should zoom in more often. It's probably better for like viewers who can't probably see from here. Yeah, I should probably do that. Should I do that more often, guys? Yes. Now search for every single iteration of new note. And there only seems to be 2, which is the ones that we edited. So now if we run the game, you'll see that now the game will generate the note style, the notes based in the note style. It'll load the graphics. Yeah. At this point, the game, like, oh, okay. See, you'll sometimes see this error sometimes. If you ever see this, it just means that for some reason, when you save the file, all the way in the bottom, it makes this really weird special character. Just delete that and then recompile. I don't know if it's like a, I think maybe it might be just like a Hacks Develop thing. I don't recommend using Hacks Develop because everyone else uses Visual Studio Code. I only use Hacks Develop because I've had bad experiences with Visual Studio Code, and this is like my favorite one. It's the closest I've used before, so I'm quite familiar with it. Whoops. Okay. Cool. So it's going to be compiling, and then we are also able to save our chart. Actually, while it's compiling, go to the charting state. It's like a thing that that like almost slipped my mind. If you look for the copy section function, so just like, if you find it, go on over here, so the copy note, add note 3, because sometimes if you copy section, if you don't have that, it'll copy the notes, but it won't copy it as a special type of note, like a different note style. It'll copy it as a regular note. Alright, so if you go to frequent, load bbpanzu, wait for this shit to load. Shouldn't take too long since it's like loading like 5 assets or whatever. Awesome. 3, 2, 1, now let's chart this shit. Where did our note indicator go? I think I maybe moved it too far. It's alright. You'll just know if you like chart it like this. So now press X to go to our danger notes, and then press X to go to our, yep. So now, just for now, let's save our chart. Yikes. Preload data, bbpanzu. Let's not save over it, because I like to keep my shit. And let's just name it bbpanzu normal. Oh shit, hold on. Awesome. bbpanzu normal. And now if we run our game, now your custom note will show up. 3, 2, 1. Check this shit out. See that shit? You see that shit? It showed up. All right. So, as you can see, those notes they just act like regular normal notes. They're not acting like special notes. So let's make these special notes. All right. So let's say for the danger notes, let's start with the danger notes. It should be easy. Search for like boyfriend, play anim. Search for wherever it says like. Ooh. Okay, actually we can actually do something with this. On the note miss function, right? Like right above where you'll see the character play its miss animation. Do like if. Oh shoot, I do not think the note is specified. The note isn't specified. We'll do this later. Let's first find where it gets the note right. So around here. And in the function, note is specified. So we can. So this is like, we're gonna do the tricky notes right now. So if note note style, because yeah, equals danger. These will be the notes that the danger notes are the ones that like hurt you when you touch them. Health. Health will subtract, or health will just equal 0 actually, or like -9 or something. If health is less than 0 or less than or equals to 0, the game will just kill you. All right. So with this, you pretty much done your tricky notes. Now for the other one, for the danger notes, let's just close this. For the danger notes, around here, where it says miss, up here in the note miss function, let's make it specify the note. So like add another parameter, title it note, make it a note object. Put like equals null, so just in case if like it uses this function anywhere else, it won't like try to do anything with it. And then once you specify that it needs a note, type in, this will be for the FNFHD notes. So say if if you miss these notes, right? If the note style equals warning, your health will, should it be insta kill or should it be like losing a lot of health? Let's just make it losing a lot of health. So like it'll subtract equal by like, how much health do you usually lose? You'll lose like 0.8 health, 0.8% of your health. Awesome. Now we're not done yet. We gotta search for wherever this is used. Note miss, note data, and then just add the note. So it'll specify the note. I think that's the only time it's ever used properly. Over here, it's not actually used. Bad note check is not actually used anywhere. Oh, so it is. I stand corrected. But I guess we don't need that. We might actually. Actually, we don't. Bad note check will, maybe. We could specify no. Put the note. Copy that. And just find the note again. Wait, the note exists over here, right? Yep. Okay. Save that. The notes, they exist over there too. Over here, it's commented out, so we don't need to do this. Okay, and now we've implemented our notes properly. Now they should react exactly how we want them to. So if we run this, you will see that the danger notes, if you don't hit them, you'll die, and the danger notes, if you hit them, you'll die, and the warning notes, if you don't hit them, you almost die. And okay, so there's a bunch of errors. Well, there's only like actually 3 errors. These it'll just tell you why you got the error. So like unknown identifier, so it means it doesn't know what the note is. So in line 2981, right here. Bad note check. It has that's a bit sussy. Why are we getting this error? Unknown identifier. It doesn't know what the note is. We didn't actually specify the note, did we? It's actually titled note, not the note. Or it is the note. No, it's not. It's actually not. Yeah, it's called notes, not the note. Or it is the note. It's the note for this one. But on line 3105, it's also wrong, so it's probably not called the note, it's called, oh, the note specified up there. This one is actually possible notes, so just do that. Denote, yep, that's the note. And then this one, we can just turn that off. This one's just for like if ghost tapping is off. So like if ghost tapping is off, you don't have to worry about this actually. So now, if we run this, it should be A-OK. Or maybe not actually. It just occurred to me that I might need to specify. Oh, I didn't even, fuck. It's whatever, Shit happens, And then, right here. And notes doesn't equal null. But it's whatever. Okay. More errors, so it didn't compile. 2981. Right here. If it didn't hit something and ghost tapping is false, just get rid of that. So this is just like if you didn't hit a note and ghost tapping is off, meaning just take off that. It's really important to know what the code does. Usually the code will tell you exactly what it is, because you can just read it. If you hit something, if it didn't hit something, if you see like this, like sorry about that. If you hit this exclamation, if you see this exclamation point near like a variable like this, it basically tests if it's not something or if something is untrue. So like if it didn't hit something, and if ghost tapping is false. For this one, I think they could have just like, to test if something equals false, you can always just do this, but it's whatever. It's not that big a deal. All right. So far, no errors, and our custom notes should be working. I don't know what asset it's trying to. Oh, it's trying to cache our Bopi chart that we just saved over. So yeah, just give it a couple seconds. Watching TikTok. That's a funny TikTok.
They brainwashed you. Really?
Ironically enough, this is the perfect depiction of showing someone as being brainwashed. Look at this guy right here. This is normal. This is okay. You are allowed to like many things. This person watches CNN. They practice doubt.
No, that's politics. I don't want to put that on my channel. Unless if it's like Black Lives Matter, trans rights and shit. I believe in those shits. Friday Night Funkin'. Sponsored. Ron explaining the Friday Night Funkin' lore. Or the FNAF lore, actually.
But you don't look gay. Oh, I'm sorry. Let me just...
Why did you make that TikTok? Bro, this nigga needs to go to hell. See, the TikTok was a white girl, like a white girl, acting as if people tell her you don't look white, and then she does the whole oh, let me just, and then she starts like beating this hypothetical slave, which is, I don't even know why that would even go through your head, because no one's ever going to tell you that you don't look white. Literally the first thing I saw her, it was like, ugh, white woman. Don't worry, I love white women. I'm sorry. That specific one I had a big taste for, solely because of the TikTok she made. It really disappointed me. Anyway, let's test our chart. Let's test our chart. Will it crash? Question mark, question mark. Okay, now let's test if we don't hit these notes. All right, you saw it hit the danger notes and it died instantly. Now let's test our our warning notes. First, I need to turn off bot play. Oh, there's bot play. Sorry, I just wanted to show off this engine. I actually think it's pretty swell. Now, if we go back, if we miss our danger notes, they should hurt us greatly.
Three, two, one,
You saw that? You saw that shit? You saw that shit? Awesome. So, our notes work. Our custom notes work. They do exactly as we want. Let's add an extra thing. Like, if you hit those warning notes, Boyfriend does a hey animation. Or what? Does Boyfriend have like a distinct animation that is unused or something? Let's use like first death. It'll be weird if Boyfriend did that like mid-game, right? So let's go on play state. Let's search for warning notes, warning. So if note equals warning, and if we miss the note, well, let's go let's search for Boyfriend, play anim. That is for the misses. This is for the All right, if note equals danger, that takes away your health. If note is the warning, and you did hit the notes, right? So this is where like it does all the normal shit. Then anim equals first death. Awesome. So now if you refresh this, you'll see boyfriend do his death animation when he hits the notes, but that'll pretty much show you that you can tell the game how to react when it hits your note. I've actually been planning on making a custom note tutorial, but I didn't want to at the moment because at the moment I wasn't really confident in making custom notes. I always had like a weird way of making it, but lately I did a way that was so fast, so efficient, and easy to explain. So we made the note assets, we implemented it in the note.hx, we implemented it in the charting state, and we implemented it in the play state. So that is pretty much all you have to do to make custom notes. Yeah. So if we load this, you'll see right then and there that boyfriend will do a special. And that's pretty much how you do custom notes. So I'm glad because I don't think I saw a tutorial out there. I kind of had to learn on my own. It's not even on the fucking source code guide, but it's mostly probably because like making custom notes is way more complicated than just like adding an extra character in the game. So if we let's play this.
Three, two, one, go!
Yeah, okay, you saw him do his death animation, right? Let's try it again. I forgot I'm not supposed to hit those notes. You know, they kind of remind me of like Undertale, right? You know how like the orange color you're supposed to move in, but the blue color you don't?
Two, one, go!
Okay, well, yeah, you see that. Awesome, awesome. Also, I have to tell Nebula to make Nebula, if you're watching this video, shoot, where it says like, where is it? I'm looking for it. Somewhere around, there's a get white position right here. Okay, so down here, I need him to put like over here like plus current options node offset because because the note like shows up higher before you're supposed to press it, which is really confusing. So if you do this, it'll show up on the exact spot where the strums are, and also yeah, just do that. Quick fix. But yes, that's pretty much how you add custom notes. I'm glad you learned how to do that. So how long was this video? About an hour. I promise you it actually, yeah, it does take this long. I clearly did not do any editing, no cuts, no butts, no coconuts. But yeah, that's how you do custom notes. Good luck custom noting or whatever. If you have any problems, someone might help you. I don't know if I can because I'm pretty tired.